Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me as we go ahead and take a look into New Girl. This is season number 1, episode number 15, called Injured, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm reading the title to this next episode, and the first thing that pops to mind is what the hell happened? Who was injured and why? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, previous episode was a pretty good episode. We got to see that Julia ends up sending Nick a cactus, which throughout the whole entire last episode, Nick was definitely in a funk because he kind of felt and sensed that Julia wanted to break things off. And he was right. They ended up breaking up, ladies and gentlemen, which kind of sucks. I wanted to see what could have happened with those two characters. I feel like we kind of just got them together. So a little disappointed to see those two break up already, but hey, that's what it is. We also dealt with Jess being bullied in school. Yes, I know she is the teacher and she was being bullied. And it was funny how everything pretty much unfolded, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not check that last episode out, feel free, go ahead and check out that last episode. Anyways, like I just mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this next episode is called Injured. And I'm curious. I'm curious to see who's injured and why. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look into this next episode. So if you are a fan of New Girl and what we do here in Geeked Out Nation, feel free to leave the like, comment, subscribe, and also feel free and check us out on our Patreon if you guys want early and unedited episodes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is New Girl, and here we go.
Nick, go out 10 yards, cover. Schmidt! Come on!
What the hell was that? Jess!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. Oh! Thank you. I feel better already. See you guys back at the loft.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh! What did you just? I'm okay. I'm okay. Don't worry. What did you do? You hit my car. I'm okay. Oh, Winston, relax.
That's your car, Winston?
Okay, relax. That's all I did. I did this. The rest was already there. Okay, I did a dent there.
I'm taking you to see my friend. Get in my car.
Jess, no.
Now! So she's feeding us in between patients.
The way he's sitting.
You could just fix it.
This is not really officially a car anymore.
You didn't even buy the thing.
I was given to you as an illegal recruitment kit from a college you didn't even go to.
Oh, what the?
Like what? Desert Storm?
Oh, things happened.
Is this your car?
Yeah. Cool.
There's no way that
Time for you to
happens.
buy a new car, man.
You buy a new car.
I bought a new car.
It's what you borrow every morning when this one makes the weird sound.
That's not a good sound.
Just give me the keys.
You shouldn't call them keys. It's a paperclip that you start the car with.
She is she's such a she's oh my goodness. I love Jess. She's too funny.
I'm not gonna go to tomorrow. I'm really not because I don't want to get an ultrasound. I just don't have. Okay, what is going on with you three?
Oh god.
Jess,
Do they think he's gonna die or
are
something?
you okay?
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna freak him out. You're freaking everybody
Why are
out.
you crying? You're not
You're
helping.
making me cry with your emotions.
You know you're fine, Nick.
Oh my goodness. Don't worry him.
Is that would that be?
So hard.
Are you using your best friend's medical crisis to feel my boobs with your face?
Why isn't the whole world making love all at the same time?
How many ears does Daniel Boone have? He's got a right ear, a left ear, and a front ear. Front ear, get it?
You don't get to speak at my funeral.
What?
For sure, 100%.
What?
This kind of dummy.
Oh my god, he really
I
did
don't
that.
want you talking at my funeral.
Okay.
You can go to my funeral, but you. This is a sad. You just keep singing. Man.
Okay. This is a sad song. Hey, hey.
What is happening?
Got a nice voice, man.
Of the Chicago, represent him, cause the
This
players
is
don't
terrible.
play and the players in the city.
Nick Miller's a stone cold killer.
Okay.
Sing it, you know. You feel?
Likes the taste of vanilla.
Harry Chess, because he eats a balanced meal.
Okay.
Matt
All right,
Blackburn is
CC.
here.
Sad song.
Cause the ice in my glass represents the tears from my eyes. I love you, dog.
This is a
So that's what we're gonna do. We're all going to the water. Question, is this illegal to do? You can't do this at this time, right?
There.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe,
you're
I don't
welcome.
I
know.
don't have a wallet.
All right, well, that's fine.
I have a sandwich bag with my license and money in it.
Okay, I'll hold your sandwich bag. Get out there. Go.
I would
A
never.
little cold. Just in terms of running into the water, it's a tad on the cold.
To the ocean and not me. Nick, wait!
Oh my gosh, Schmidt, dude.
Ah, it's cold! My testicles are in my abdomen! Okay. Oh my god!
Perfect imprint of your butt in the sand.
That is
Oh
what
my
you're thinking about
gosh.
right now with your best friend down the beach going
I
through what he's
know.
going through.
I know.
Right.
So why would you say that?
I don't know why I would say that. Why would anyone say that?
Oh wow, they dad stayed there all night. Where's Winston? only you, Schmidt.
Hey, Winston.
Oh, that's smart.
Wait, man. Or something.
Schmidt!
Stop Fredo kissing me, Schmidt. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, if this ever happens to me, I'm gonna be so mad as far as like my car breaking down. Oh. I could just feel your pain, Winston. Car trouble sucks, man. It's so terrible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just about our episode. Season number 1, episode number 15, New Girl, and it is called Injured. So I mean, we figured out very early on in this episode who becomes injured. It was Nick. We were playing a friendly game of football, and Nick ends up getting hurt. And I feel like this episode was a pretty good, chilled kind of episode. I feel like it was more of an what's the word? Informative. Like, I think this episode was definitely trying to send us a message, like, you know, you could never be too entirely sure. Like, you always have to make sure to get yourself looked at, get yourself checked. Nick's a pretty young guy. I would say maybe in his mid to maybe late 30s, maybe more mid 30s more than anything. Nick is still a relatively young guy, you know, and he did have a bit of a like health scare where he was panicking out a little bit, you know, because of this possibly cancerous thing that could have been on the side of his neck. Yeah, that's a very serious thing, you know, and I felt like after we seen what we seen, it kind of changed the tone of this episode. Because as I mentioned before, it was a really funny episode until it kind of got serious, and I don't think it was a bad serious at all. I think this type of seriousness that we seen in this episode was more of like just trying to show us and tell us, like, you know, you can never be too sure. You know, it's always a good thing to make sure you get yourself checked out, make sure your health is good, and things like that. Thankfully, Nick is okay. I don't blame him at all for reacting the way that he was reacting. So the moment where we saw him kind of spaz out on the beach, where he was kind of yelling at he was yelling at Jess, kind of saying like, "Hey, I'm not okay. This, and that," you know. And I was like, yeah, I could totally understand. You know, I've never experienced anything like that, so I could never sit here and say that, like, I know what he's going through, because I honestly don't. And I'm saying character wise, obviously the actor himself, you know, obviously he's not like really sick or anything, but like character wise, I never experienced what Nick is experiencing at this moment, and I could just only imagine, you know, all the things that was running through his mind. And you know, I think it would have definitely kept me up at night, as well as we saw throughout this episode, or at least towards the end. Nick was not able to go to sleep. He was up all night, most likely thinking about what it could possibly be. It was a good episode, ladies and gentlemen. I like I said, I think this was more of a serious type of. This felt like a more serious tone type of episode, you know. And I think it was a pretty good one. You know, we had some good funny moments as well. Watching this once again, though, you know, it makes you really appreciate seeing someone like Jess on screen. You know, it makes you like really like this, seeing things like this really makes me like Jess a lot. You know, seeing how she cares for Nick, seeing how she knows Nick doesn't have that much money, so they all come up with the idea of pitching in to help him out. It's not even just Jess, it's like his whole entire friends. Like they're all just so cool, and to see them like have Nick's back like that was so cool. And especially Cece too, because Cece's not really a part of the circle like that. And to see her still kind of involved with the guys and Jess, obviously, because Jess is her best friend. It's really cool to see, you know. I really like this. I really like to see that she is a part of us now. I think it's safe to say, right? I think Cece is part of the crew. And it's really cool to see, ladies and gentlemen. So as I mentioned, this was a pretty good, solid episode. And that's just about it, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, Winston loses his car, but that's nothing really too big or major to really discuss. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If there's anything you guys would like to mention in the comment section down below, please feel free. Mention whatever you guys would like to. I really like this episode. It was a really good, chilled, kind of laid back kind of episode compared to what we've had so far. And it's not saying that what we've had so far is bad or anything. I really like it. It's really, really funny. And this episode was funny, but it wasn't as funny as what we've seen so far, which is why I feel like it was more of a toned down, kind of serious type of episode, which it worked pretty good. You know, I thought it was still pretty good and I enjoyed it. So feel free, comment down below if there's anything you guys would like to mention about this episode or anything in general. And thank you guys once again for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next episode of New Girl.